where we left off was you guys have coerced bartender Laura, whether it be Ixim's quick wit and charm that swayed her or the sound of adventure that came from Kelbrix. But you have swayed Laura to be a part of the crew, and she offered free stay in the pub for the night for a full rest. And before you guys went to leave to go to the sleep, Raul, which is the dude drinking at the bar, who assisted with the concept of home brewing the tankard of sobriety to not only allow alcohol to be drank or any liquids to be drank without feeling intoxicated, but also serves now as a utility for if you are inebriated to drink out of and become sober immediately. And Raul said to Erlan, asked if he would like a sword that glows. And that is more or less where we are now. So, Raul looks over at Erlan and goes, how would you like a sword that glows?
I'd really like a sword that glows. Or grows.
Oh, that's right.
Either way.
I forgot that you guys made it a dick joke. Oh, no.
Okay. It's always a dick joke, my friend.
Okay, perfect. Well, I have a task then that will allow you to take something very precious to me that I believe is the cause for this issue to arise. I have a shop down the road that has been overtaken by bandits. They allowed me to walk out scot-free, but they were looking like they were in quick need of my goods to sell or to use. I didn't ask questions. I just wanted my life. So I walked out. However, I believe that there is something in there that may be of use to them that I'm afraid if they see, it will become a problem for the rest of the town. But I believe that in good hands like yours, from what I've heard that you just did for Laura here, you will be a good candidate to keep it with you. It's a sword that I truly looked at it, I investigated it, I got it from my father and his father before him. We don't know what it's called. We just know that it is we call it the lit greatsword.
Sounds pretty lit.
It is in that shop. It is very lit. It is in that shop. And if you go and you remove the bandits from my store, I will provide you with that greatsword. I will let you know, though, it is a tough group of bandits. They have everything they could need for combat in that store because it is a weapons supply store. So I recommend that you don't go alone.
Who wants to go murder some bandits?
Let's go kill some bandits.
I like bandits killing.
I'm a little on the fence about the whole killing thing now.
Shut the fuck up.
Runt looks at Kelbrix so confused. But you love killing.
We'll have to teach you sarcasm at some point.
Come on, Kelbrix, there's hands to eat.
You got me.
Laura looks at you guys and is like, if you guys are gonna go, I feel like it'd be justice for me to hold on to the keep Runt around, if you don't mind.
Seems reasonable.
I'll act as the interim babysitter while you guys go and take care of this.
I think that sounds like quite the plan.
Okay, do you guys have a leash for her by any chance, or anything that I could?
We tried to buy a leash, and there's no leash in this entire town. It's ridiculous. I have some rope though.
Yeah, that'll do. I'll take some of that.
All right, I cut off maybe like 10 feet of my 50-foot rope because I believe I have 2 of them. And
You do have 2 of them. That's perfect. Perfect. Thank you. And she goes ahead and she ties a knot on the rope onto Runt's hand. Come on, little one. We have some stuff to do. And she takes Run away, and Run looks back and kind of like whimpers a little bit, but understands and salutes and walks out with Laura upstairs to the bedrooms. So you guys decide before you take your rest, you go to the I believe I called it Bits, Bows, and Bobs.
It's Bows and Bobs.
That's what it's called now. Bits, Bows, and Bobs. So you go to Bits, Bows, and Bobs. The front door is broken open. You have no issue getting in. I don't know how you guys would like to get in. If it's whether I'll pull the map up again for the town. You guys have the ability to. It's this space over here. So you guys are up in the top right corner at the Boar's Head Pub, and the Bits, Bows, and Bobs is down in the bottom left. Doors broken open. You have the ability to go right in if you want, or you guys can decide what you want to do in order to get in there.
All right. What do you guys think?
Okay. So what's behind it? Like, is there a way to approach from the back? Like, do we see a rear door?
There is a rear door. It looks like there's stuff. If you look through the window on the door, it looks like there is stuff that is stocked in front of the door, almost as if Raul didn't really care about fire safety. So it's like back. It's enough stuff to where you are unsure, or at least that there's a level of uncertainty if the door would be able to open or not without making too much noise.
Do we see if there's any like small holes or anything?
There isn't any small holes. This is actually a very well built home, like office shop space. Other than the straw roof, the wood seems to be fresh enough and intact enough to where there isn't too much space given in between.
All right. Any ideas from the old peanut gallery?
Are there like windows and whatnot?
There are windows. There's going to be 2 windows on each sides of the building. If you look on the right side of the building, there's going to be a window that is already cracked open to get some airflow. And it looks like it leads to the main shop space. The other windows are locked up. The one window next to it is locked, and the other 2 on the other side are locked.
Okay. So probably not the best for going in.
Can we see through the door? Can we make any discernment of how many there are, we think?
Yeah, if you guys want to, what is that, an intelligence check? Or is that a perception?
So, I mean, can I see through the door because it's open? Or...
Yeah, the door is broken open. You can see through it, but if you see through it, then the odds that there's going to be at least one bandit looking in your direction will be high, and they'll probably see you as well.
So am I just trying to hide then? So like a stealth check?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right.
Stealth check at the door, and I'll tell you if it's a good check. I'll tell you how many are there.
It's a natural 20.
Oh my Jesus Christ! Perfect. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, you recognize that there are 5 bandits.
Sweet. So I motion back to my compatriots here, and I just look back and give them. I shrug my shoulders a little bit, and I just hold up my hand like there's 5 of them.
Do we know like what exactly these bandits are doing in there? Like, are they just ransacking the place?
I'll say that with Ixim's Nat 20, you guys No, you guys also see that the 4 bandits, the 2 bandits that are looking at the left wall, the 2 bandits on the right wall are rummaging through and collecting anything that is a weapon of any sort. And the 5th bandit, who is behind the counter, is looking for any valuables that they might be able to try to sell for more money.
Okay, so they're not like looking to establish or anything here. They're just like running through stuff.
Yeah, they're just running through stuff. It was a store. They went into the store. Raul saw them come in, and he got kicked out 2 days prior to this. So they're really just taking their time.
Okay. Well,
So is there any way to like do this sneaky-ish, or do we just have to like walk in the front door? Pretty much, we're thinking.
I think walking in the front door is definitely an option. I think there's definitely not enough there that I'm like shaking in my boots. But if we wanted to try it like more tactically, we could try to entice them to come out, and we could shoot them as they come through the door or something like that, like funnel them in some way.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got?
I like that idea. How can we entice them out?
What do you want to try to do something with that?
Yeah, I'm just like, so I have like a minor illusion, but like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Well, they're all like inside, just like looting right now. Like, are they even gonna like? Are they even gonna like notice? Are there like the big windows that they would like look out of?
So, what if we tried to stink them out?
I like that.
What the fuck?
So, hear me out, guys. What if I created a smelly smell that smelled somewhat smelly
Smelly? Okay.
and just used it in the room and just made them all have to run out because it smelled so bad?
Kelbrix would have a new idea about literally every approach to everything. Just made them smell really bad, and then they just did what we wanted.
I'm just saying, if a sudden foul odor suddenly appeared in a shop that you yourself may have been unfamiliar with, wouldn't your first instinct be to investigate where the smell was coming from, even if that was outside the door?
Ixim, if you have to take a shit, you can just take a shit.
I'm just, so I don't know who said that, but I just think that with prestidigitation, I can probably create something that would be enough off-putting to them that they would feel obligated to do some investigating.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this train of thought, but I got nothing better.
I like it.
So we're going with it smell bad.
I mean, smell bad, or I could create like a shower of sparks and maybe freak them out and put all their attention somewhere not directly at the door. But the smelly one seems like it'd be more fun.
Yeah, like I said, I got literally nothing better. So if nobody objects, smells it is.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Well, see what happens.
I vote for the smells.
All right. If that's what we're going with, Ixim being at the door just leans in and will cast Prestidigitation so that a foul odor seems to be emitting. And I'm sorry, just to clarify, are we trying to get them towards the door, or are we trying to get them to like look somewhere else?
No, the door is actually the most unlit space. It's right here. This is the door to
That's
get
right
in.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're kind of around the perimeter. So I'm going to say that I think I should either try and put a smell here so they come to the door, or I can try and put a smell like in the back somewhere so that they all turn around and look for it. Where do you guys want me to put it?
I mean, it's your smelly thing, dude.
Okay. Also, I just realized that my range on it is 10 feet.
So, well, that's not bad. If you put it like by the door, like, do you have to maintain concentration on it?
No. It lasts for an hour.
Yeah, do it and then run back because you're fast, right?
I am fast, yeah.
Because like you can sneak in, do it, and then run away.
This is true. All right.
Wait, what does the
you
name
know
of
what
the
I'll...
spell, by the way?
What'd you say?
What is the name of this spell?
Prestidigitation.
Interesting.
Sounds like you basically shit your pants and then you run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's how you'd like to think about it. It's not entirely inaccurate.
Yeah, I'm just realizing you can actually accomplish the same thing without magic. Somebody just shit in a bag.
I mean, yes, but it's more fun to say prestidigitation.
All right, fancy pants.
You know what I could do, actually?
I'm
With a little bit of finagling, I could create an image of a man shitting and then create the...
I'm just
Oh, what if Brad and I do it together?
I'm-
Brad, you should
whatever.
make it...
Feel
What
a little- I'm just saying I'm down for whatever, but this is starting to feel a little bit like we're just shitting in a bag with magic.
What if Brad used minor illusion to create an image of a man shitting or just with shit on himself? And then I created the smell that went along with it.
That sounds interesting. I like it.
All right. I think we should do it. I think this is going to be great.
I don't know about great. I think we should do it.
Where are we? We're doing this like right outside.
Yeah. So I think we put the image of the man because what's the range on minor illusion? The range on minor illusion is 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you can put it like 6 squares in, like 1, 2, 3, like here-ish. And then I'll put the smelly smell like 10 feet behind it. So they all kind of like move towards this man and are like, what are you doing?
Okay, so right here, I cast minor illusion of a man shitting.
And then as he's doing that, I also cast prestidigitation to create the smell of poop directly behind it.
Sorry. Sorry. Hold on a minute. I have to I gotta collect my composure. Okay.
Do we have a good token of a man shitting?
Yeah, Tyler, take one of those when you were prepping because I feel like that's not required.
You know,
This must happen.
just like how people shit, it's at random and it's immediate and urgent. I was not thinking, oh, what if you guys magically make a concept of a man show up and just shit in this store?
Well, that was your first mistake.
I know. That's on me.
I mean, you could just use like a poop emoji.
Yeah, true. Okay. Okay. So what's the radius on the poop smell? Do we know? Is it just 10 feet? The same as your casting range?
No, it doesn't actually say, to be honest.
Okay.
Well, it says range area 10 feet.
Okay, we're just
They
gonna say
kind
that
of like 10. Yeah.
I mean, let's think about it like realistically. If someone shits in the middle of the floor, right? It's gonna smell probably the majority of the floor, if not the whole floor.
Mhm.
So, you shit on the floor, and everybody in the shop, all the bandits turn and see this person just squeezing out a ripe one, and they're like, what are you doing? The poop corner's in the back. And they all agree. They're like, this is disgusting. Get him out of here. They all take their weapons out and they go over and they go to push the man out of the store and they just go right through him. This is a trick.
So is it just one man who went up there?
Yeah, just the one man that went up there so far. Everybody else has their swords drawn, expecting to like fight this dude. And because he phased through him while he pushed him, he doesn't. I didn't roll anything, so let me grab something really quick. Let's see, because his passive perception is dog, so I'm gonna roll for it. Because I feel like if no one else is in this room, Okay, so yeah, he rolls a 17. So I'm gonna say that he goes to push him and realizes that it's not an actual person, and he assumes that that somebody in the room is tricking them. So he says to stay alert. And they all like put their mouth like underneath their clothes.
Can we get like an outside of the building map so we can like see where we are? Because I don't think we're I mean, I don't know how anybody else is. Are we planning on trying to go into this building at some point?
I think so, but I think the intent was to get them to kind of group together. So I mean, if they're grouped together now, I feel like we should act. Because it doesn't seem like they're going to be any more. Like they're not going to get closer together.
All right, I threw just like the road out in front of it, so you have some extra room to breathe, unlike these guys.
Yeah.
Poop jokes.
I mean, what's this? What's this fucking podcast if it's not poop jokes and dick jokes?
It's just not
And
what?
forcing you to change a character into a pedophile.
The
Then we
pedophile,
can
right?
Yeah.
God damn it!
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
All right, so where do we want to be exactly when we're doing this little thing? Because Jake's got to be pretty close to make the illusion.
Yeah, I have to be like right outside the door.
Okay. Now that they are on high alert, if you're going to be right outside the door, I feel like they should roll perception to see if they're able to
See through the door.
yeah, to like see that there's like something is going on and they're trying to investigate. So they see that that's going on. They go to investigate what's happening. So I'm gonna say that the three of them, or all four of them. There's the one by the counter says he's like, it's not even that bad. And he's like sifting through to try to find some valuables. The four look around. They all try to push through this person. They phase through him. So then you hear the dude behind the counter just go, if you guys are going to look around, at least go like split up and have two of you go outside and have two of you stay in here and see if you can't figure out like what's going on. All right. I'm going to say that they're by the door at this point, but they're not out yet. So you guys can figure out where you want to be. Because we're going to start rolling soon.
Jake, do you want to take the other side of the door or we'll just schwack them as they come out?
Sure. And then Bont has to be relatively close as well. I guess not really, because you could have moved away from the door after you cast Minor Illusion. Like, it's not a concentration spell.
I'm still within 30 feet where I am right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
1, 2. Yeah, you are. That's crazy.
Well, I did it on purpose, you see.
oh, counting was part of your plan to see 30 feet away. Oh, I'm a fool.
Well, I don't want to be. Can I shoot through this tree? Like, is it tall enough for me to shoot under it, or do I need to be like at an angle?
How tall are you?
Normal height?
Yeah. All right. Let's start rolling for initiative. And I'm gonna have everybody's stuff on a different site also, because I want you guys. I want to be surprised. I want you guys to be surprised for when the opponents go, the foes.
23. Jesus, he's cheating.
No, I got a good fucking roll.
Not allowed, Josh. Not allowed to get good fucking rolls, man.
Every once in a while, you should have them.
It's not allowed. Not allowed.
There we go. Sorry that took me a minute. I had to figure out how to add the initiative thing again.
No, you're good. It's been a while, so it's understandable. Okay. So I forgot what we did for surprise. What did we roll for that?
So we would
Roll
roll
against-
stealth versus their passive perception.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that really quick.
And we go from there. There you go, Jake. That's a 13.
That's what I was hoping for. Thank you. Now that I know you're not cheating. Do I need to reroll stealth?
No. I'm gonna say yes, because the first stealth check was to get to the door and to place the bomb.
Well, it's just casting prestidigitation, but yeah. So I got a 7.
All right. Ixim got a 7, Kelbrix with a 13, Bont with 10, Erlan with 5. Erlan and Ixim, you do not pass the stealth check. Therefore, you cannot take a surprise round. So we're gonna start with Kelbrix. And we're gonna have him use his surprise round now.
So I think the way we're doing it is it's basically just the first round of combat, but everybody that didn't pass the stealth or the enemy is surprised.
Okay, so for right now, the people that can use their surprise round is going to be Kelbrix, Bont, and
That'd be it.
That's it.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna go first. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna shoot this first guy here.
All right.
Shoot him with an arrow. Oh, I got a 26.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Let's see some damage.
Ooh, I got 6 damage on that one.
Okay. All right. He is bloodied.
All right. Well, oh wait, are these at advantage?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm going to take my Dread Ambusher attack on the guy behind him.
Okay.
And I'm going to get a 25, or I'm sorry, 20, well, I guess 21, right?
Yeah.
I rolled at advantage, but I shouldn't have since it's through another guy. So I got a 21.
Okay, that still hits.
And then, wow, that's some pathetic fucking damage. And I do 7 damage to the guy behind him.
7 damage. Okay. He's also bloodied. So they both get pierced, and at this point, the bandits now recognize that the issue is coming from outside. So then the other two that were going to look inside are now getting prepared to go outside.
That's it for me. So I'm done for round 1.
All right. Then we're going to go to Bont.
Sweet. So sorry to ask a question that breaks the flow here for a second, but so I want to cast Prize Consumption on one of these guys, and I was just like reading over the description again to like refresh my memory. The very last paragraph makes it sound like it's a spell, but it's like actually a cantrip on my sheet. So like, is this a spell or a cantrip?
Oh. Well, what the heck?
Yeah, it talks about like higher levels, and when I cast the spell using a spell slot level 2 or higher, like it has different effects, but it's like a cantrip. So like I'm not sure.
I'm gonna change that to a level 1 spell.
Okay,
I think that's what I had at first.
That would make more sense.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fix that after the session.
Sweet. I can keep track of that myself now. That's not an issue. So yeah, I'm gonna
Thank you.
run at this guy and attempt to be consumed by this guy right here.
Okay. Let's see. I think I have to do a will save, right?
Yeah, it's
Concentration. That's what it is.
I think it's you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, it's wisdom saving when you perform the action concentration while you're inside.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. And I get to roll wisdom saving at advantage because we are in combat. Yeah, so I have to, if we're in combat, I'm going to roll at advantage, and regardless, I do not save. I rolled a 3 and a 1. So you successfully get consumed by this man like a soup, and you are now controlling this bandit. You go inside and he's like, what the hell? What was that? What's in me? That brings us to top of the order again. So Kelbrix starts us off in the second round of combat.
Oh shit. All right. So I'm going to shoot at this same guy that I went for the first time.
Okay. Oh wait, but that's me.
So then I'm going to shoot at the guy behind him then.
Okay.
And I believe it's at disadvantage. So
Yes.
at 15. That's a 19. So 15 on the attack.
That's still gonna hit.
Sweet. Watch me do 6 whole damage again. So that should be 13 on that guy.
Okay. Oh, right, because it was 6 and 7. Right. Regardless, he's dead. How do you want to finish? How do you want to finish this bandit?
First one back. I feel like it's going to be one of those ones where, like, the first shot, I shot his toe and it, like, pinned his foot to the ground.
Okay.
And then the second one, it's like one of those, like, kid boxing or punching bags where, like, the arrow goes in, he goes back, but then he pops back up because his foot's stuck to the ground.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good. Just chilling there.
Okay.
Admiring Pinky Man.
Beautiful. All right, Bont, you are up.
All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna step over the body of my old friend, maybe to the side. I'm not sure if I can actually walk through him if he's dead. But anyway, I'm gonna swing at this guy. I should really have physical dice in front of me also. That would make this easier.
I could also roll for you if you want.
Oh, good. I got it.
All right.
11 to hit.
That does hit.
All right.
Oh, I lied. I was looking at the wrong character. That misses, actually.
Damn.
So you swing, and do you swing with the scimitar? Is that what you were going for?
I believe so. Yeah, with the scimitar.
Okay. All right. So you go ahead and swing, and as you swing, the bandit jumps back. He's like, "What are you doing?" So, bandit jumps back, and it's missed. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
No, I think that's it. I think I'm good.
All right. Erlan, what are we doing?
So is the plan to just go in at this point?
I don't know. I feel like the plan was to try to get him to funnel out, but
It seems like it failed.
that didn't really happen.
All right, well, I'll come up to about there. I'll schwack this guy with the great sword. Good roll. Come on.
All right.
7. That's not going to do it.
Nope, you go to swing, but you're so blinded by the scent of fresh shit that you aren't able to. Ixim, what are we doing?
Ixim will come in and move to. I'll just come straight in and go over to this guy and attack this guy here.
All right, let's see some swings.
Just the one. That's a 12.
A 12. A 12 just hits.
Hey, there you go. That's what I was hoping to hear. All right, we'll roll some damage. And that's a 4 on the damage.
All right. So you swing on him for 4. He's like, oh, God. Okay. All right. We can do this. We can do this. No, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. He's like starting to sweat a little bit. And
Just here to make you sweat, boys.
all right. So that will be. Next up is the enemy's turn. So the dude with 4 damage, the one that's right in front of Bont and Ixim, is going to swing on Bont with a scimitar roll, and we're going to roll an 11, which is going to miss the armor class. So the first bandit misses, and the bandit behind is going to swing at Erlan, and they got a 14 does not hit, I believe. Correct, Erlan?
Correct.
All right, so they swing and miss. And the next bandit, the one that's behind the counter, is realizing now that people are infiltrating the store that they infiltrated. Is like, oh my god, and he is going to jump over the counter, and he's going to take out the crossbow that he grabbed from the back, and he's going to try to shoot Ixim. And that is going to be a 9 to hit, which is going to miss.
That is correct.
That we got a whole nothing burger, and that is going to do it for the enemy's turn. So we are back to the top of the order with Kelbrix.
All right. Well, looks like everybody's inside with me. So I'm gonna take out my whip and shield if I can do that in action. If not, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna shoot at this guy right here. Is it safe to say that this illusion is gone now?
Yeah, I'll get rid of that, and I'll say the poop is still there, right? Because the poop lasts for an hour.
It sure does.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just step into the building here, and then I'm gonna shoot. Actually, I think that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, and then I'm gonna shoot this guy with my bow.
Okay. Let's see how we do.
16.
That'll sure hit him.
And that's finally 12 on the damage.
Oh, you one-shot this fool.
Yeah, I think just like I want to stick with like the children's toy theme thing. So like I hit him like square in the face, and then he like slinks back, and his head hits the ground, and then his feet carry over his head, and then they hit the ground, and then he does like one extra flip, like a slinky.
I love that. Okay, so all these kids' toys, you missed Runt or something, or?
I think subconsciously Kelbrix misses Runt, and he's not actually killing them in the theme of children's toys, but like that's just like what's triggering for him, like subconsciously.
I love that. Okay. Perfect. So if that's going to do it for you, then we have Bont up next.
All right. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try to swing at the same guy again with my scimitar, and that's a 16 to hit.
That sure hits.
And what was my damage again? Oh yeah, 1d6 plus 1. Cool. That is 4 damage.
4 damage. He is on death's door. Oh wait, 4 damage. Shit, my bad. He is still bloodied. My fault. And next up we have Erlan.
All right. We come up to this dude, schwack him with a great sword.
Okay.
Ooh, 21.
That'll for sure
Thank
hit.
God. All
I
right.
think this is the second time that you've been able to make contact with an enemy this whole campaign so far.
And 7 damage.
All right, you swing on him, splashes right through his chest. He's like, oh, God. He's like gushing it a little bit. He is for sure bloodied, but he's able to maintain focus. And next up we have Ixim.
All right, I'll take a swing with the rapier.
All right.
That is a 12 again.
Just hits. Let's see some damage.
Can I make a request of the DM?
I would love that.
Can I roll 3 times, and the first 2 aren't going to count? I'm going to take a third roll just because I have rolled a lot of 1s and a lot of the same numbers.
Roll the bad luck out of the way. Let's get 2 out of the way. We'll take the third one.
Well, that's unfortunate because I rolled an 8, but there's 6 too. Okay, maybe I should have just fucking taken it, but this will be the real one.
Let's see.
The worst of the 3, but it's not bad. It's a 7.
You still end up killing him.
That's good.
How would you like to do so?
I think just a quick little poke through the front and the back of the neck, severing the spine a little bit there and call it a day.
Okay. All right, so you sever the spine through the neck. Is that a full decap or is that just like a stab through and back out?
No, just a through and then back out.
All right, so you stab through him, come back through the neck, and totally incapacitated, dead on arrival.
All right. And then Ixim will move 1, 2, 3. Ixim will move over to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he'll move 1 more so that he'll be out of range of that guy if he decides to run at me.
Okay. Alrighty. And let's see. Now it is the enemy's turn, and you're going to see the dude that is not looking too hot. He is going to swing on Erlan. And he's going to fucking miss. But as he misses, you hear 3 more bandits come out from the back and start yelling, what is the commotion going on back here? Why is it so loud? It sounds like someone's dying. Oh shit. And they are going to also begin combat once I find their tokens. I'm just going to reuse these guys. So now we have new bandits to fight. They're all going to start in the back of the shop. And that is going to be the enemy's turn.
All right.
So back to Kelbrix.
I'm sorry. What is this little roped off section here?
It's just behind the counter. So it's like this is like a small like fence space for basically just so that kids don't get through to like grab a weapon. And then the door is right here to go behind.
Okay, so can we see back? Like, can I shoot back there? Or is that like a sturdy enough wall I can't shoot arrows through it?
They're not crouching, and the space is like at most like 4 feet tall, so you can go ahead and shoot normally.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna pivot over to here. And I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Perfect. Let's see it.
It's a 17.
That'll do it.
And that's 11 damage.
All right. He is once again dead. Another one shot to the dude right by the door. How do you want to do it?
All right, so this guy, I shoot like in the stomach, but like the lower right side of the stomach. So he's still like a kill shot, but it causes so much momentum that his like pelvis thrusts out and like around. But because he's still so fat and his boots are kind of stuck to the ground, he just kind of like swivels around a little bit,
Like a toy top thing, like a spinner.
like a hula hoop.
I love it. Okay, perfect. So he's spinning around like a hula hoop, and he's now dead.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Let's see. Bont.
All right.
This is your 3rd turn inside of the body. So
This
after
will
this
be the
turn,
third.
you will be rejected on the enemy's turn.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm walking up to right about here, and same play. So let's
All
see.
right.
22 to hit, I think. Yep.
All right. Yep, that hits.
And he's going to get hit with 4 damage.
4 damage. All right. Bont, how do you want to kill this guy?
Ooh, what do I have again? I have a scimitar.
Yeah, scimitar and a light crossbow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna take the scimitar and lop off his head.
All right, nice and clean and easy. These are some very fine weapons that they found in the store. So you went ahead and sliced off his head very cleanly, and it falls into Erlan's hands. And next up is Erlan.
Well, all right. So is this door open?
It's not so much of a door as it is like a fence door. So it's not like you can like hurdle over it with ease. But it is closed for now.
Okay, so the question is, can I get back there?
Oh yeah, 100%. You don't even have to go to the door. I'm just gonna say that it just costs an extra 5 feet to jump over the fence.
Is it going to cost me an extra 5 feet to jump over the counter?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want, I
No.
mean, you could also very easily just open the door and walk in. It's like a swinging door. It's not like locked or anything.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Math. I'm going to come over the fence here, 5, 6, and that's it for me.
Okay. Alrighty. And it is now the enemy's turn. So, Bont, you are rejected from the body, and you are now in front of this enemy, and this enemy is going to not be able to move or do an action because his action was rejecting you. The 2 bandits near Erlan are going to come up to Erlan and over the dead corpse and swing on him. And they are going to get a non-natural 20. Is that going to hit?
Yep.
All right. So the first one hits you for 6 damage. And the next one hits you for 5 damage. So a total of 11 damage.
Okay.
And that is going to be it for the bandits. So back to the top of the order with Kelbrix. Rolling hot today, Kelbrix.
I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. All right. How much health does this guy have?
He's at full health. Oh no, he's not.
All right.
He's not. I'm sorry. He had before Bont jumped into him. I think he did 7 damage to him.
I got it 6 or 7. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it 7.
All right. Well, I got a 24 to hit
Yeah, that'll do it.
and 12 damage.
All right. He's also now dead. He threw this poor man vomited out a jelly being that like non-consensually went into his body to control it, threw him up and was like, what the fuck? And as he's like contemplating what just happened, Kelbrix comes in and deals a finishing blow.
Yeah. Feel pretty good.
Incredible.
Yeah. Now, I think for this one, I'm going to angle the shot so it ricochets off the ceiling and comes straight down on him. And then he like goes stiff as a board and like bounces a few times like a pogo stick.
Okay, great. Great.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm running out of children's toys. Any ideas? Feel free to shoot them my way.
I love it. Okay, all right, perfect. Bont, what are we up to?
Yeah, so I guess what I'm gonna do is how damaged are these guys over here?
They're not.
They're not at all. Okay.
Correct.
I'm gonna cast level 2 magic missile at this guy right here.
Okay.
And oh shit, I need to read this because it doesn't actually change. So at higher levels, one more dart for each level above the first. So it casts 4 total, I think, at level 2. Magic missile does, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's 3 for level 1.
Awesome. Okay, so sorry, I just gave you 1 damage roll already. That was a 2 on the dice, and I think it's +1, so 3 damage.
Okay.
3 damage, 5 damage.
Mhm.
4 damage, 3 damage.
Okay. Are those all at 1 bandit?
What is? Well, I guess I can't. I need to. Yes, yeah. I can't retroactively decide after I roll the damage. So yeah, they're all just going at this one guy.
Okay. All right. So you end up one-shotting this man now. So this guy, how do you want to kill him?
I don't know.
Okay.
Magic missile to the eyeballs. Straight to the
All right.
eyeballs.
Perfect. So you have 4 missiles, 2 for each eyeball, and then you see just blasting through, and the bandit turns and looks at the other bandit and is like, "Did we get him?" and collapses. Eyeless. All right. Now we're at Erlan.
All right, so the guy in front of me, I'm gonna schwack him with the great sword.
Okay.
And let's do it. Good rolls, good rolls. 15.
That'll hit.
Sick. And 13 damage.
That'll kill him.
Sick.
How do you want to do it?
You've seen like the first season of Game of Thrones, right?
That
During
is the
the
only
tournament?
season of Game of Thrones that I've seen in its entirety.
Okay, so during the tournament, the Mountain pulls out his greatsword and cuts the head off of a horse.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm imagining. Just fucking
Oh.
right through the shoulder, like splitting the dude in half.
Oh, fucking awesome. All right. So you end up doing that. And it's perfect. It's amazing. And I'm going to move it over to Ixim. Is there anything you'd like to do before the enemy's turn?
Is Jake on mute?
Jake?
I don't see Jake at all.
Oh, he's not even in here.
Oh, did you drop off?
He's not even online anymore. Okay. Well, it's not like the enemies are going to do anything right now anyway, because all of them are dead. But I'll have him go after this. So the enemies are all dead, and you just hear a lot like loud stomping in the back, and out comes the captain of the bandits, wondering what the hell is going on out here, and then sees that all of his bandits are dead, and is just saying out loud, "How dare you come into my place of business?" And he's going to take out his weapons, and he's going to get ready to attack. But that's going to be his action is coming out. So,
Hey, what's up? I'm back.
hey, what's up, man?
Internet issues.
Oh, okay. Well, it's your turn.
All right, that sounds good. I'll go ahead and where is the captain within range of me?
The captain just came out from the back. He is about 55 feet away from you.
I will hit him with a firebolt then.
All right. Did you want me to roll for you?
Nah, I got it. I
All
should
right.
be good in a second here.
Yeah, take your time.
All right, I got a 15 to hit.
Let's see. The 15 does hit.
Nice. I'll go ahead and roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 3 spot.
All right. Firebolt goes and hits the bandit captain. The bandit captain looks at you and he gets hit by it. Hey everyone. I wanted to take a quick moment from the podcast to shamelessly plug our Patreon. If you're enjoying the show so far, you want to hear it ad-free once ads come on, such as this, and you want to catch episodes a day early, along with other Patreon-only content, such as assets from the most recently launched episode, mini campaigns, and one-shots, then make sure to head on over to patreon.com/Dragons Den Podcast, where we're currently offering the first 50 members who join for $5 a month access to a legacy tier that gives you all current and future benefits from all soon-to-come tiers. Once again, that's patreon.com/Dragons Den Podcast. Now, back to the episode. And then just like brushes it off of his shoulder. Not a big deal.
All right, then. I will just move up to here and call it a day.
All right. Then we're going to be back at top of the order with Kelbrix.
All right. Yeah. So probably just gonna take another yield shot.
All right.
That guy, and I'm gonna use a spell on this one because why the fuck not? I'm gonna use Ensnaring Strike.
Ensnaring Strike. What does that do?
Let's see. It says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed in a strength saving throw or be restrained. While restrained, the spell target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines or one that touched the creature can use its action to make a strength check against your spell to save DC. On success, the target is free. So basically, he gets restrained, and he takes 1d6 at the start of his turn, and he has to take a turn to try to get out of it. Like, you take an action to try to get out of it. All right, so I'm going to start with my roll to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Got a nat 20.
Son of a bitch. All right. Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, I love that. Go right ahead. Ensnare my captain.
All right, and I got 16 damage.
All right. 16 damage. He gets ensnared. He's like, how could you even do this? There's not even dirt on the floor. It's all concrete.
Sprouts through.
Oh my God. I didn't know this place was so fertile.
All right, and then at the start of his turn, he'll take an additional d6.
All right. All right, now we are over to Bont if Kelbrix doesn't have anything else to do.
No, that's it.
All right.
All right. Well, seeing as you said a minute ago that we're going to be doing a lot more shit tonight, I'm going to save some spell slots, I think. Because I already used a level 2 magic missile on a grunt, which in hindsight was a stupid idea. So, firebolt on the captain.
All right. All right, let me see it.
I crit, actually. It's a 26 on the dice.
Amazing.
Not on the dice, 20 on the die.
Amazing. Yeah, you guys are rolling so good today.
And so it does 2d10 damage. That's 8 on the dice. And how are we doing crits? Are we just doubling it, or what are we doing?
I'm gonna say roll twice for the damage, and you're just gonna add the two together.
12 on the second one, actually. So 20 damage.
20 damage. Holy shit! All right. He is looking a little injured, barely. All right. Now we are to Erlan.
I'm going to whack him with the great sword.
All right.
Good rolls, good rolls, good rolls. 12?
12 is going to miss.
No, that's okay. And then I do believe I have a bonus action, so I'm going to second wind real quick.
Okay.
Cool. I get 3 HP back. Sick.
Love that for you.
Awesome.
Beautiful. All right.
All right. That's it.
Perfect. Ixim, how are we looking?
Oh, I think we're looking okay. The internet's back up, which is always good.
Let's go.
So I'm going to try and get my dog off my lap for the moment, but she's just so darn cute, so I'll make it work. But I will cast another Firebolt spell. Actually, I'm feeling frisky. We'll go with the Chromatic Orb, so I'll step up a little bit, and then we'll do the Chromatic Orb. Then I'll go ahead, roll an advantage. And I got a 20 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. And then we'll go ahead and roll the damage. It's not great. I did 10 damage.
He is looking pretty hurt. I'm also, before the enemies go, I'm going to have Erlan roll again since he rolled at, he didn't roll at advantage on his attack.
Oh, cool.
So whenever Ixim is done, Erlan will go again with his action.
Sick.
All right, Erlan. Let's go ahead and get that last swing on.
17.
17 hits.
Cool. And 14 damage.
Jesus Christ. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have done this for you.
I
Dude,
appreciate
we
you.
eviscerated this guy.
I appreciate you nonetheless, Tyler.
Yeah, so 14 damage.
Yes, sir.
All right. He is still injured, but he is on the cusp of being bloodied. Let's see, because bloodied is within like 10% of his damage, right, or of his total health.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play it that strict. But yeah, bloodied is like, don't waste a 3rd level spell slot kind of a thing.
Okay. Very cool. All right, so now the enemies are going to go. The captain is going to take his 1d6 of damage. I don't know if you wanted to roll for that, Josh, or I can.
I can roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 3 damage.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say he is now bloodied. He's going to use his action to try to roll out of the restrainment on the ensnaring. And he rolled a 17.
He needed a 12, so he is no longer restrained.
All right, perfect. So he gets out of the restrainments. What the hell's wrong with me? And he is going to just essentially just yell in a rage as blood is dripping out of his body. There's like puncture wounds from the ensnaring up and down his arms. And you just see blood coming out, and he's just kind of yelling at whoever's around him. So Erlan's just going to get yelled at. And that's going to be the enemy's turn. So we're back to Kelbrix.
All right. Well, nothing fancy again. Just firing away here.
All right.
Gonna get a 25 on that one.
Yep, that'll hit.
Solid 5 spot for the damage.
All right. He is on death's door.
All right. That's all I got for now.
Perfect. All right, Bont, what are we doing?
So Bont is gonna do the same thing because it worked out surprisingly well last time.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. 20 damage on a fireball. You didn't see that too often. 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh shit, 10 damage actually.
All right, Bont. Finish him.
Again, right through the eyeballs.
Right.
One eyeball.
Firebolt through the eyeballs. This bandit goes down in a just fiery hellscape on his face as he screams bloody murder and is just crying for help. And that is going to end combat.
We did it. Hey, how much total health did that guy have, by the way?
65.
Okay.
A little bit of a beefer compared to the other monsters I had you guys fight so far. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we just kind of like rolled like insane people there. Just
yeah, you guys definitely did way better than I would have thought. But with the health being like that, I figured it would deter sleep. So
Thank God.
Okay, all right. So what do you wish to do now?
Yeah, so do people remember, we're not picking up an item from here, are we? We were just like clearing this of bandits to receive an item from the guy.
I mean, we can pick up items from here. Said we had lots of weapons to choose from, so what kind of weapons do they have in this shop?
In this shop,
I haven't taken anything yet.
Yeah, in this shop, you see there are scimitars and light crossbows. I'm going to say overall, there's nothing that I think would be more beneficial for you guys than the weapons you have currently. But if you'd like,
Is there a heavy crossbow that I could steal?
Is there a what?
A heavy crossbow I could steal?
Let me see. Yes, yeah, there is actually. There is one heavy crossbow that you see sitting on the wall behind the fence.
All right, well, I would definitely like to borrow that
Borrow.
indefinitely.
All right, and are you guys gonna loot the bandits at all or no?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, let's see.
We're looting all the people.
That's what I figured. So the bandits had collectively the first 5 bandits had some coinage on them. Bandit 1 being 18 silver pieces, the second bandit being 19 copper pieces, bandit 3 19 silver pieces, bandit 4 15 silver pieces, bandit 5 10 gold pieces, bandit 6 had 18 silver pieces, and bandit 7 had 19 silver pieces, and bandit 8 had 3 gold pieces. And the bandit captain, Erlan, since you were right next to him, you can go ahead and take a look through. You get 2 things from the bandit captain, one being the ring of mind shielding, worth 700 gold pieces. And you also get your a key to the safe that holds the sword that was offered to you by Raoul. And at this moment, just for anybody that doesn't know the ring of mind shielding, I'm gonna send it in Discord so you guys can see it. Doo-doo-doo. It's going to be in the first in channel 1 or campaign 1. Sorry. Basically, when you wear it, you're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. And creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. So I'm also going to say that this ring will allow you, the 5 of you, to talk to each other through your heads if you are within a 30 feet distance of each other.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And let's see. As you guys are doing this at this point, you hear kind of a little bit of a crumpling behind you as our favorite man, as Raul comes in. He's like, friends. I see that you've taken care of our enemies, as he takes a whiff in the air quick, and he's like, God, they smelled awful. I don't think it'll ever smell good again in here. God, they
No,
stink.
it's all right. I cast a magic spell. That smell should be gone in an hour, and you're welcome.
Thank you for making my place smell like shit.
I cast a spell to make it smell good. It'll be effective within an hour. What are you complaining about?
You're right. No, I apologize. I should be more grateful. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you a million times. And I see
you're welcome for the pleasant smells.
And I see that Kelbrix has the heavy crossbow, and he's like, you found a gift for yourself. Consider it my treat. You may have that.
No, I took it. This is mine now.
Oh no, you stole something I gave you. Oh man. Oh, you got me good. And he comes over to Ixim and he gives him like an elbow bump. Like a So, Erlan.
Yes.
As you see on that bandit captain, he stole the key to get to my family's great sword. However, he didn't know where it was. And you see that Raul does like a little like Dukes of Hazzard like slide over the counter. And he pushes a button underneath the counter that you see from the floor rises up a secret compartment right in the center of the store. And in there you see a bright light glowing. He goes, there she is. Go and get her. That key will unlock the door to open up and get her off the shelf.
All right, well, I'm going to go get her.
All right, perfect. And when you do, I think that you should make a wisdom check.
All right.
And if you need help with it, I'll say if you don't get a spell check or a wisdom check of 15, I'm going to say that Bont will also be able to help with an Arcana check.
Cool. I got a 14.
Perfect. All right. So we'll have you roll it. We'll have you roll again for that.
Okay.
With let's just say we'll do it at advantage.
Oh, thank God. What the fuck? I got 3 twice in a row.
All right. All right. Does anybody else want to take a stab at a roll for this?
Yeah. What is the check?
Your Arcana check, I think, will be fine.
Fuck, that one.
All right. Hey, man. Congratulations. You got a sword that...
Was it wisdom?
Yeah.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. All right. So, Kelbrix, you know that when you were on your journeys with the Yuan-Ti before prison, you recognize the talks of this sword being a sword that will forever shine, and it is known as the Moon Touch Sword, which is a critical role sword. And the Moon Touch Sword, what it does is it will illuminate any... I'll just read out the description. Moon Touch blades are common items. The enchantment can be placed on any sword. With a Moon Touch sword is unsheathed in darkness. It illuminates an area of 15-foot radius with bright moonlight and a further 15-foot radius with dim light. So more or less, it is a nightlight, but it will it'll go through any sort of darkness, no matter how dark it is.
Yeah. So Matt, this directly counters my entire character.
Just don't
Nice.
don't stand near him.
So I think at this point, Kelbrix, realizing what this sword does, goes, "Oh, that's pretty much a useless piece of sword. We should probably sell that."
Nah.
Just keep it sheathed until we need to. What kind of sword is it? Is it a great sword or a short sword or long sword?
It's a great sword.
It is a great sword?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you might want that. Does it have any kind of bonus to it, like a +1 or anything?
No, it is literally just a great. It's the same damage as a great sword, but it just illuminates for 15 feet, bright moonlight, and dim light another 15 feet.
So I would say hang on to it, but yeah, realize that you should probably keep both, because as soon as you pull that out, it's a direct hindrance to Kelbrix, and it will also be a hindrance to me at one point. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same damage as a great sword, so like I would just keep it wrapped up. And if we need it, you can always whip it out, but otherwise, I'd probably just stick with a standard great sword.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and it gives you an extra great sword, so you can throw it if you want to.
I love it. Okay. I'm also going to say that a typical great sword goes for 50 gold. I'm going to say that with the ability of moonlight on it, it goes for an extra 50, so it's worth 100 gold.
Cool.
In case you do end up selling it, I just wanted to give you the amount for it. That way you knew. So, with that, Earl says, looks like I have a lot of cleaning up in here to do. Hopefully the townsfolk will be able to assist me in rebuilding. I have at least some resources still left in the back. Laura said she was looking for you guys, by the way. Runt seemed to be getting a little out of control. She's not eating her food, and she refuses to help around the building. So she said she needs...
It's only been an hour or so. We just walked down the street. How bad could it be?
Yeah, with little demon, bad.
Fair point. We should probably hurry.
Yeah, she didn't... Laura was okay with her, but she didn't seem too excited because she didn't know when you guys are going to be back.
Quick question for you, sir, before we
Yes,
leave.
Yes, of
Do you
course.
have a headband of intellect anywhere in the store?
A headband of intellect.
Or do you know where I might procure one?
Let's see. I don't really tend to get out too much, but I do believe that this sort of thing is sold. If travelers were truthful, it is sold in a store in Lashwood.
In Lashwood? Oh, thank you very much for the information.
You
I'll
are
keep
welcome.
that in mind.
All right. And with that, we return to the Boar's Head pub, I believe. Laura comes in, sees you guys coming in, and is like, "Oh, thank God. I didn't think you guys were going to come back."
Of course we had to come back. We left our child. Well, I don't know.
Wait,
The
what?
child that
What'd
we
you say?
associate with. We left a child that we associated with you. Of course we'd come back.
See,
I was gonna leave.
I told you, Aunt Laura. They like me. Laura's like, okay, let's go before I change my mind. Upstairs, it's bedtime. Come on, kid. And you see when you walk in as well that there are 3 tables that have been turned upside down. 2 of them have their legs cut off, and you see that Run has both legs in her hands.
Run! Did you do this?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that wasn't quite nice. I think that's what they call property damage. Why did you cut the legs off those tables?
Well, Uncle Kelbrix told me I needed to try to defend myself. With nobody else around to help. So I grabbed what I thought could be used as weapons.
That doesn't seem like the right call.
So after that, you guys, if you guys want to head to bed, you can. Runt's gonna go to bed. She's exhausted from breaking things all day. You guys are more than welcome to stay or take your rest.
I think what we should probably do is take a look at what we need to do, because I don't know if you guys have been. So I just took down kind of what we had. So we have 13 gold pieces and a couple of gems that are worth 50 gold pieces each. And then that ring of mind shielding, which is worth 700. I don't know if we want to keep or sell that. But
If nobody wants it, I'll take it. But also for 700 gold, I mean.
Yeah,
700 feels like a shit ton.
I threw it in my inventory, so whenever or whatever we want to do with it.
So just to make sure, do you guys still want me to keep track of the inventory, or are we going to divvy up loot as we get it?
Can you keep track and then we'll divvy it up at the end?
Okay, or do we just want to keep it? I mean, we can also decide just to keep it in a party loot and decide, like, have our own, because we all have our own money. But I figured if we just want to keep a small stash of party loot, if we want to like do anything with it, we can also do that. Because right now we don't really have enough wealth to really divvy up. Like, we have to sell some stuff to get the gold, because I don't think there's a point to divvying up 13 gold pieces.
Right.
All right, but we can sleep on it then, and we'll make a decision on it later.
All right. So Laura, also looking at you all, says, I think shut eye is the best course of action. We want to make sure that we can leave early enough tomorrow to where we have the sun to our advantage.
All right. And
So
Ixim will retire upstairs.
all right. So you guys take your full rest. The next morning, you see Runt coming in and saying, Copy Laura says she needs you downstairs.
All right. Ixim gets up and runs downstairs.
Kelbrix will follow.
She's like,
Erlan goes as well.
Perfect. I'm glad to see you guys are all down here. Hopefully you guys all slept well. I just wanted to say right now, by the way, time-wise, it is like 4:30 in the morning.
Cool.
We have Beffrey outside. I also have acquired my horse as well, Lisa. And I believe the best course of action to get to New Wrench City was going back through Fallwater to Privy Forest to the city. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that was what the map said. So you see Muldred Town. I have to do a little bit of retconning with this map because you see how Muldred Town connects to Port Wamp. It is not going to do that. It's going to connect right to Marsh Deep City, and Marsh Deep City and Port Wamp are going to have their own road. So essentially, you just have to walk through Marsh Deep City to Fallwater, into Privy Forest to New Wrenchtown. Or you can go through to the settlement of Unruh into Privy Forest into New Wrenchtown.
What do you guys think? Should we take the advice of the local? I feel like that might be the right call here.
Yeah.
Isn't that what in the first place?
It was.
All right, yeah, I'm down to make the same mistake twice. Let's go.
Laura looks at you and is like, "Now that's what I like to hear in a teammate." And she's like, just so you guys know, I want to let it be known now, I have zero knowledge of combat, but I will be more than happy to do anything that involves stuff that is non-combat related.
Think that seems fine.
With that, she goes outside, gets on the horse, Lisa, and she says, let's get going. Cut through. It's going to take about a day and a half's worth of time, or 2 days' time to get to Fallwater, assuming that you guys aren't stopping back in Marsh Deep.
I think that's fine.
Okay. All right. So you get to Fallwater, and you see a city that holds about 50 people. And in this small town, you recognize that there are no borders. The ambiance is just coming into the crack of morning. And it's very, very quiet. The only thing you hear is the gushing of the waterfall and the turnings of gears. You get to a sign that just says in poorly drawn letters, Fallwater. Like someone like took like a marker or like charcoal and like put it on the sign with like their whole hand. If you guys are coming in from the top right, and I would like you all to roll me a perception check.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
14.
Non-natural 1.
All right.
21.
All right. Oh, Erlan got a 5. Okay, I see that. Okay. So, who's leading the group?
I think Ixim can take point if he wants.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, I can lead through.
Okay. Ixim, as you walk up, you see a shimmer coming from the ground. Just the way that the sun is rising and hitting the floor of the space, you recognize that there is something that is shiny, string-like thing on the floor, and you recognize that it is a tripwire. Kelbrix, you also notice this as well, and Bont and Erlan do not, and they are not seeing what's going on in front of them, and they are beginning to continue to walk forward.
I will grab Erlan.
And I will put my hand in front of Bont to stop his progress.
Okay. Perfect. So, as you take a closer look, Kelbrix, you all don't really know what's going on, but you see a large piece of iron on the ground. Not large. You see a piece of iron on the ground that it looks like it's connected to the string, and you start to see a little lightning bolt jump across to the other side.
I think we should all back up to a safe distance of like 100 feet, and I'll shoot at it. Try to break it with a bow or something from far away.
Okay. You guys don't have to move your tokens. You guys can just say that you're 100 feet away, if that's what you guys are all going to do.
That was my plan. Set it off, see what happens.
I like that plan.
Cute.
Okay.
So where's the tripwire? Is it just like relatively in front of us?
Yeah, so it's gonna be like here, like to the water. It's not covering a large amount of space. Like you can like easily walk around it if you wish, or you can shoot at it and watch what happens.
Okay. Ixim is going to walk around it so that he can see what happens from the other side.
Okay.
And he went around the top way here.
Yep, that's perfect. Ixim, the closer you get to the city, you start to see these large black tubes lying on the ground attached to what you look to see are lanterns.
That's interesting. Ixim kind of inspects them but looks for any people that might be around.
Okay. You realize with your 14, you don't really see anybody around, but you also aren't thinking that it's much of a threat due to the fact that it is still like early morning, and nobody just has woken up yet.
Okay. Then Ixim will return his attention back to the tripwire, waiting for them to trigger it.
Okay. So, Kelbrix, I'm not gonna have you roll for it because I don't have any stats for this tripwire. But I'm gonna say you go ahead and shoot it. And because you are just the absolute monster of a arrowist.
Archer?
Archer, thank you, Jesus Christ. I could not think of the word to save my life. Because you are an archer, because you are a very highly skilled archer, you're able to pierce through the mechanical thing, and as you pierce through it, you see an explosion go off, a little, very, very tiny one. A very small explosion that has a radius of 5 feet, and an electrical current that just runs through one time through the tripwire, and then it dies, and nothing else happens.
Okay.
That was anticlimactic.
Well, boys and girls and whatever Bont is, let's carry on.
All right. So as you guys go into the town, you do see Kelbrix with your perception. We're still going to use your perception for the sake of speed. You see that there is a larger house to the bottom half of the map with 4 lights surrounding it on each corner, and a lamp post in front of it. And underneath the lantern, you see that there is a sign called B&B's B&B.
Sign feels redundant. Let's go there.
Okay. And you go inside. I don't have a map built for this or anything because it's not like super important. But at least for right now, it's not super important. You go inside and you just hear an older gentleman who is just starting to unlock the door. You see him. His name is not accurate, but he comes out and he's like, oh, welcome. God, I came up with this like not too long ago. You hear, oh, welcome to Borg and Beatrice's B&B. We call it B&B's B&B. All are welcome for the fair price of 2 gold pieces. How can I help you, gentlemen, today?
Kelbrix leans over to Ixim and goes, all right, the sign isn't redundant. It provides new information, but 2 gold pieces is outrageous. Can I kill this one?
No, we'll just ask him for some information and move on.
Ugh. All right.
Hello, you must be Borg or Beatrice?
Oh, I am Borg.
Ah, well, it's very nice to meet you, Borg. So please, can you mind if I ask? I couldn't help but notice coming into the town here, what is all this black wire?
Oh, you're looking at the electricity that it's called. So I think that Dr. Warrington, our esteemed scientist, has come up and discovered.
Electricity, huh? Well, how does that work?
So you see over there across the pond, and you see on the little pond area that the waterfall is coming down on, you see the gears that you heard earlier. That is... sorry. Excuse me, I have a thing in my throat.
Swallow a small rat or something?
No, we don't eat rats here. We eat field mice. So as you see, that over there, according to Dr. Warrington, is what the people call a water mill. And what it does is its movement will generate electricity. And electricity apparently is lightning in the palm of your hands.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Well, you see the lanterns here, and he kind of flicks the lantern that's on the post.
Yeah.
That is not fire that's inside. And he opens the top of it, and you see a light bulb.
Well, that clearly just appears to be some kind of magic, if I'm not mistaken. There's plenty of glowing objects which accomplish the same thing.
Yes. You know, Dr. Warrington was told by his colleagues that this discovery is nothing more than nonsense. So, you know, he since then has shut himself in his laboratory and has yet to come out. But he has provided us an ability to create power that before this was thought of as unattainable by the people of Brentwater, or the realm of Cyterion anyway.
So essentially it's just a non-magical magic or mechanical magic. Is that what you're telling me? It's something that normally magic would be able to accomplish, but you've been able to do it with some kind of mechanism.
Exactly, because not everyone can do magic.
Well, that just seems inefficient.
I'm not saying you're wrong. You are quite correct. I believe that would be the most inefficient thing. Anyway, this water mill is connected to a home that is just housing a lot of different machine generators, is what Dr. Warrington called it, and they provide electricity throughout the town via these giant black sweetie, honey, don't touch those. And you see Run is playing with the tube, thinking it's a jump rope. There's a lot of electrical currents, or however that's said, running through that tube. Anyway, that you know, I know it is quite early, so the rest of the town is not awake at this moment. However, you're more than welcome to stay here, or, you know, there's nothing really much else to do here. Dr. Warrington is unable to come out. He hasn't come out in quite some time now. He doesn't allow visitors, and his lab, I think, is the most secure space in this side of Brentwater, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind meeting this person. And I'm sorry, what was the name one more time? Professor?
It was Dr. Warrington.
Dr. Warrington.
Werenton.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I'm sure that eventually he will, you know, he has to come out eventually, right? You know, you can only stay in a space for so long. However, it's going to be quite a challenge to get him to come out. So I will most likely say that today is not going to be your lucky day, sir.
Fair enough. Well, which house would be his?
His house is the one on top of the mountain, on top of the hill, and you see that there's a large cliff where the waterfall is, and on his above the cliff is where he is staying.
All right. Well, thank you very much. What are these other buildings in this area here? Are these just homes?
Yes, those are just homes. We get everything we need from the riverfront and the pond. And though we generate electricity through it, it still houses plenty of fish. There's nothing more we need. There are no enemies this way. Not even the guards show up. This is quite a quiet little town that hasn't had any issues so far, and we're very grateful for that.
Sorry, just to clarify, you said the guards don't show up here?
Correct. The last stop would be right on the cusp of the town. But they don't make their way this way.
Interesting. Good information to have. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. And I'm sorry, what? I I apologize. It seems that there's a little bit of the pond that made its way out, and you have something next to you that I believe. Oh, good heavens! I'm so sorry. That is not the pond. That is a person.
Oh, you mean Bont?
Really?
Yeah, the one with the thing with the cape. I thought that was somebody laid a towel down so they didn't get their feet wet when they stepped on it.
Oh no, I'm a dude.
Oh, well, hello, dude. I am Borg.
Hello.
If there's anything else that you fellows and you find gentlemen and gentle ladies may need, I have a lot of things to get prepped for the day.
I think we're quite all right for the moment, but thank you very much for the information. It's been most educational.
Yes, not a problem. You enjoy your day. And he goes back inside, and you see that there are lights that are beginning to turn on. And yeah, that is B&B's B&B. So, I would say you have the world at your fingertips. If you want to get to Privy Forest, you would just have to follow the river from this side of the other side of the map going up.
What do we want to do?
I'm not sure. Should we follow the river? Keep on going?
I would be interested to learn about the electricity, whatever that may be, but perhaps we should just try that at a later date. You guys want to keep going?
All right. It sounds like you guys are going to keep on keeping on. As you guys go to leave, you notice a portal opens up. And out the portal, you see a hoof come out. And all of a sudden you hear, all right, hey, thanks for helping me out, B. And Porky Pockets shows up outside of the portal.
Mr. Pockets, it's good to see you.
If it ain't my friends from Marsh Deep. How you doing, Porky Pockets? How you doing?
Holy shit! Not this guy again.
Sorry, I didn't know that this was even a town, to be honest with you. Boris just kind of dropped me off here.
Boris? Who's Boris?
Oh, he travels all the different realms and then such. He's a very high-leveled gray elf who misses his dad.
Ah, so he's a nerd.
I mean, cool kids wouldn't get me through a portal. I know that for sure.
I don't know.
Anyway, when I was gone, I was able to acquire some things last time you guys saw me. If you guys want to take a look.
Yeah? What do you have in your possession now?
Only for you guys, as he opens up his fanny pack and he rips open his giant, like, Porky Pockets, like, market stand thing. He slaps it in front of everybody.
How much gold does Porky Pockets have as far as, like, selling stuff?
Porky Pockets, as of right now, I'm going to roll a D20, and that's how much gold he has to sell with. He has 11 gold.
Huh. All right.
So
Not worth.
no, we don't have anything that would even be worth selling to him. He doesn't have enough gold.
I'd have enough gold if you bought something. Porky Pockets, how you doing?
No, you wouldn't actually. We'd have to buy a lot more than just pay something.
Well, yeah, it was more of a figure of speech. I was talking about if you just buy me out. We would have plenty to talk about. How you doing?
Well, not great, Porky Pockets, but I appreciate you keeping asking.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's that hospitality that I was raised on by my mom's.
It was more a figure of speech. I didn't actually mean thank you for asking.
Well.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, I think I gathered that now after he was being brutally honest with me. You know, I do appreciate the honesty, but there are some things you don't need to be honest about.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Pockets. I would really like to continue doing business with you, but right now, we have some very valuable items, and there just doesn't seem to be enough here for us to really kind of delve into, really trying to do quite a bit of business with you right now.
Okay. Well, how what you got? How much are we talking?
Well, I do see you have some fine clothes with you. Do you mind telling me a bit more about them?
Yeah. So in here, you see, we have everything you could have possibly wanted. We got all your pants, all your shirts, all your goods and needs for clothings. We got. I see that the man over there with the cape. I see that he's carrying a bucket around. I don't know what that's all about, but I do have this thing that I got that I think might be useful for him. I have a couple of things. One of them would be this sequence cape that I guess I was told is made out of pure gold. And to really twist your arm, I'll sell it for the same price as all my other fine clothing for 15 gold. And on top of that, I got this thing for you. And he reaches in his pocket. There's his fanny pack, and he pulls out the Game of Thrones themed movie bucket, which he pulled from the realm of Earth. See this? This is royalty, and it looks like you might be royalty too there, Mr. Thing.
Wait. So where is this first thing in his list here?
It's just fine. It's fine clothes, but basically it is a cape that is made out of quote unquote pure gold. And if you make an insight check, I can tell you whether or not that is the truth, whether he knows it or not.
I see. And how much is this Game of Thrones bucket?
He's throwing it in for free if you buy the cape.
And how much is the cape? It's 15.
15.
I think we should try to barter for the cape.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys look like you've been through a lot. I mean, I see that you only have 2 horses and there's 6 of you. 5 of yous. I don't know. I can't talk. Anyway, I forgot that since my good business partner Ixim over here decided to start doing business with me, I've offered a friend's discount of 10%.
Yeah, well, we'd be happy to pay, but we might be able to, you might be interested in some of our wares too. And
I'm always down to barter.
Group. Yeah, so I turned to the group just down, over on the side. I personally don't have much to barter with. Does anyone else have anything of value?
I pull Bont to the side to have a more private discussion with him. I go, Bont, never lead with that. Here, listen, you tell him you have an authentic, royalty-verified cape that you're willing to trade for the gold cape, which might be very fine, but it's not authentic, been worn by a royal. And then you just trade your shitty cape for the gold one.
I see.
I feel really good about it.
That could work.
And tell him the only reason you're considering it is for the Game of Thrones complete set.
I see. Wait, so what is it? Run this by me one more time. So I'm selling him my cape. My cape is, well, it's dog shit, but we're not going to tell him that.
Yeah, it's authentic, used royalty cape because you're a royal, you're a king. We're not even lying. We're just maybe exaggerating a bit. So just tell them this cape has been authenticated as having been used and worn by a royal as their official garb, and we're willing to trade it for this gold cape, which, while very nice, is not, anything special.
I could even sign it for him.
Yeah, yeah, you could sign it for him. Exactly.
Does anyone have a pen? No, it'll
wait,
do.
Can you use prestidigitation to make a pen?
Make a pen, no, but I could make it appear that there's a signature.
No, I think you can make a pen with that. I think you can make small objects.
Porky Pockets has a
can
pen
make
for 2
color
copper.
or small mark or symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour.
Wait, what's that? You said? Did you guys say you needed a?
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, of course. I never want to,
Oh, no, not you. I meant Jake. Prestidigitation, I'm pretty sure you can use it for other things.
Yeah, you can create a non-magical trinket or illusionary image that can fit in your hand and that can last until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, that would be a pen as a trinket.
But it would only last until the end of my... Like, you couldn't... The ink in the pen wouldn't stay on something.
Right.
We'd be better... And it would only last 6 seconds.
What do you mean?
It only lasts until the end of your next turn. So that trinket that I would create, the non-magical trinket, like, it would only last 6 seconds. Whereas if I put an illusionary mark, it could last for an hour.
I don't think that's right.
I mean, I'm looking right at it.
Prestidigitation duration, 1 hour.
Yeah, but if you read it, it says you can create a non-magical trinket or illusionary image that can fit into your hand and that lasts until the end of your next turn.
If you guys need a,
You can do
pen, I always carry a pen.
Instantaneous harmless sensory effects such as blah, 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 blah. Light your snuff out of candles where it's on camera, right? Instantaneously clean the soil. Chill, warm, or flavor, make a color. You create a non-magical trinket or illusionary item that can fit in your hand and then last in the next turn.
While you guys are talking, Laura goes over to Porky Pockets and goes, "Do you have a pen by chance?" Porky Pockets is like, "Are you kidding? I never leave the house without it."
Just sign it in blood. Be done with it.
What we got for you here, Toots, is a big round stick, extra life ballpoint pen, medium point, black, flexible round barrel for writing comfort. Here you go. You can have this one on the house. Porky Pockets, how you doing? And Laura blushes and she's like, "Thank you, Mr. Pockets." Turns around and she hands Bont the pen. She's like, "Here, just fucking do it."
Oh, thank you.
Hey, not a problem. I did give that to the girl though, so if I know that you're the one holding on to it, my game may have slipped in the past, but I'm pretty sure I can get it back right now. I'm hitting all 10s.
Okay, well, so seeing as how Bont has a pen now, he signs his name or an approximation thereof. It looks nothing like a name. It's he's illiterate. So
this is actually much better than the first session. This is called character growth for you.
Yeah.
Because the first session, Bont didn't know how to use a pen or a quill at all and just slapped his an ink-full hand on the paper.
Well, I've seen other people do it a few times since then. I'm a quick learner. What can I say?
Perfect.
Yeah. So anyway, I come up and I say, "Hey, Mr. Porky Pockets, I've got I've got a bit of a deal here for you. You see this cape that I'm wearing? This actually is a royal cape. Royalty has worn it, and you can see inscribed on here is the signature of the royal bearer of this here cape. I would love to trade it with you. I would love to see you wearing this cape yourself. It's quite a cool cape. What do you think? Would you like to trade?"
That's really tempting. What are you the king of, by the way? I don't think I've ever seen anything like you before.
Oh, I'm the king of pause. I need to open up my lore sheet.
You're good. You're good.
Where is my lore sheet?
I love that we're getting a quick, small lore dump with Porky Pockets.
It's great. It's great. Yeah, so I'm resuming.
Yep.
Pause mode off. I'm the emperor of a realm called Trissal. I ruled there for a great many years. I was actually the greatest, most long-ruling emperor of Trissal in my day.
Oh, another realm, you say? That's very. Are you a realm traveler too, like Boris?
Oh yeah. I've been around.
Oh, okay, Porky Pockets, how you doing? That's what he says when he gets excited. Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Yes, sir. I mean, I think I get it. 19 on the dice.
Oh,
yeah.
He looks at you. He's like, I would be honored, my liege. As he takes it, he's like, I think this would make a fine trade. Here you go. And he gives you the cape along with the bucket, which if you look in campaign 1, this is now the bucket that you can sleep in if you'd like.
Oh.
It is a 2003 The Lord of the Rings Return of the King collectible plastic popcorn bucket, which was last sold on eBay for $49.95.
Oh wait, I was lied to. This was a Game of Thrones bucket a second ago.
Just like you, Mr. Man. I don't know what the fuck I get. Enjoy your bucket. And then he turns around. He's like, "Are we done doing business? Is that what's going on?"
Yeah, I'm good. I'm very happy with my trade here. Thank you very much.
Okay, perfect. I don't really care either way. I just wanted to make sure that everybody's happy in this situation. So enjoy your Game of Thrones bucket. I'm gonna go. And he turns around and you see another portal open up, and he just steps right through it. Portal closes immediately. As he comes through, he's like, "Hey, where's the party at?" And you see like disco lights and flashing lights going on. And the portal closes and he goes away. And that is where we will have our 10-minute break. Hey everyone, it's your DM Tyler. I hope you enjoyed listening to Tales from the Dragon's Den's first campaign, A Race for Freedom. If you do, make sure to leave a review, rate us, subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube, and check out our socials at Dragon's Den Podcast, everywhere other than X or Twitter, where we're at Real Dragon's Den, and TikTok at Dragon's Den Pod. If you want to support the podcast, you can over at patreon.com/Dragon's Den Podcast, where we upload episodes a day early. You get to see behind the scenes stuff and assets that were used in the latest episode, and more. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you all next time in the Dragon's Den.
Wonder where the Joshua is.
I don't know. I know that every once in a while he told us to start, not start, but like, he might have a
Maybe.
No.
Yeah. He might be with child.
Oh, I don't know if I'd agree with that. I'm with child bit, but I am here.
Well, you're with me, and I'm child.
He's got you there, bud.
Fair enough.